Hey guys, this is Fran and welcome to another drawing on my channel. I'd like to start this one off by saying that I actually started drawing this out of stream, so that is why we start right away with a Nyle DiMarco face, which brings me to what I'm drawing today. I'm drawing Nyle DiMarco because I am crazy. I recently downloaded and bought the program Clip Studio Paint Pro, and I wanted to just practice. This wasn't going to be anything that I showed off to anyone. I just wanted to draw something I liked, and I like drawing Nyle DiMarco. I draw him a lot, so what better subject matter to use for a practice portrait drawing than Nyle DiMarco? He is great. So what I wanted to do with the drawing was I wanted to, one, learn how to use the program, and two, learn a new style that, well, it's not necessarily new, certainly not new to anybody else, but new to me. I don't use line art as much as I used to before. I tend to stick to lineless art because I like painting and I like just rendering it as much as I possibly could. So to keep line art in a drawing for me is pretty new, and I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. So yeah, I wanted to attempt a more comic book style for this portrait, and the reason for that is that I want to eventually get a comic done or a book full of line art illustrations, not necessarily paintings. As much as I like paintings, I feel that line art is just better when it comes to what I want to do eventually, hopefully in the near future. That is why I purchased Clip Studio Pro, Paint Pro, whatever. That is why I purchased it. I just want to work on a different style, kind of a style that I can call my own, even though I do know that my usual portraits do kind of have my name on them. There's just a particular way that I work on portraits, but what I mean by my own style is I want to just be able to draw anything from my mind using this style that I want to attempt to develop. I haven't started yet. It's just a thought. It's just something that I want to eventually get to, and I am hoping that with Clip Studio I'm able to develop a style, and I'm able to also easily work on pieces on the computer using Clip Studio. So a little bit about what you're seeing on screen. I made him blue because the reference picture that I was using, he was all in blue. I could have made him skin color and add a sort of blue tone to him, but I don't know, I just really wanted to attempt this, see where I could take it. And if you're wondering where the reference is from, he made a Ariana Grande Rings parody. Look it up, it's pretty cute. So yeah, that's why I kept him blue, and I wanted to just try and make it work. But speaking of trying to make it work, I kind of pussed out on the outfit that he's wearing, because he is wearing this really cool shirt, and I like the shirt. It's really cool, but I did not want to spend the time on it because it seems so complicated. And I do wish that I wasn't so lazy sometimes, because I do like that shirt. And I don't know, maybe I might go in and add it later on when I'm feeling bored. Just not right now, apparently. But anyway, so yes, this was, I forgot to mention, because I'm trying to plug this everywhere possible. This was a stream that I did on Twitch, if you couldn't tell. I censored the chat in the right bottom corner. I censored the chat because the chat sometimes is irrelevant to the drawing. It's just people chilling and talking about random subjects, and I'd rather not have that on YouTube as a video. But you can feel free to go check it out on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more on Twitch, so if you're interested, go follow me over there so you can get a notification for whenever I go live, because I do not have a schedule set. I don't want to say that I'm gonna be on certain days and not show up for you guys. So yeah, it's just whenever I really feel like in the mood of streaming, which should honestly be more often now, because I do feel the drive to continue my drawing development. I've said this in other videos, but I kind of slowed down when I hurt both my wrists. I am taking it slow now, but for sure I am able to draw more and definitely want to experiment more and hopefully have more content for you guys. So yeah, I am going to attempt to cell shade this portrait, which is something that I never do. I always like blending and rendering my drawings to a certain extent, but I really want to try new things that I tend to avoid normally, and I think in the end the portrait looks okay. There are things that I don't like, but that is exactly the point of practicing, because it gives you little insights on things that you need to work on. For example, in this style, I don't know if I should add highlights. This is me trying to add highlights right now. It could look better, I think. I don't know where to go from there. I wanted to add the highlights because obviously the reference layer did have his face really highlighted, really pretty, but I couldn't achieve what I wanted to with the highlights, at least not to the extent that I wanted them. So yeah, that's one thing that I'm going to work on. I mean, I know that with cell shading you are allowed to blend and allowed to do... You could do whatever the heck you want, honestly. There was just a certain style that I was trying to follow. It was a little difficult, I will admit, but it was fun, and I'm definitely going to attempt this style again. But for the next time that I do, I am going to hopefully plan out my drawing, and I want to kind of study other people's work and see how they approach highlights, because it seemed to me, at least in this portrait, it was easier to kind of lay down the shadows, but when it came to highlights, I wasn't so sure about what I had to do. So that's probably something that I have to study from other people's work. So I'm going to probably do that and then try to apply it to my future portraits in this style. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much. I'm going to leave you now with the rest of the drawing, and yeah, so check out Nyle DiMarco on his Instagram. He also has a Twitter if you prefer that. He's also on YouTube, so check him out. But with that, I will leave you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy drawing videos. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.